So, hi, we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. And also, I caught my mom watching my videos right before I started recording. So, hi, Mom. I know you're there watching. Hi, Amma. But anyway, we're gonna play Doki Doki because I was originally planning on playing something else and then I got too scared. So, please enter your name. Leo. Yeah, that's me. Maybe not for long, but that's me. Hi. Hey. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Because if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I got you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You think you were thinking about ignoring me. It's mean, Leo. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. So you don't have it and you'd be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Leo, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. Whoops, I actually did Sayori's voice. I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Yeah, it's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. We're a jerk to Sayori, dude. What? Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, even when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. See, Sayori's amazing. We're just a jerk to her. What? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even though she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Okay, maybe we're not horrible to Sayori. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only person left in the classroom. I thought I'd get you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Really? Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, okay. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned this all out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yay, let's go!
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
And the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member.
Eh?
I glance around the room.
Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Ah, Leo, what a nice surprise.
Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What? Me too, MC. Me too.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably first year? She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, that's Natsuki. He's full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who was comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Leo. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Leo. I made some room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, you made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it had been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Oh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and the little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Oh, well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow.
Delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing all over her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
One, maybe. For You know, for you, dummy.
Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a cup of hot tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess?
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know?
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
It's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Make sure you feel right at home, okay?
As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is really a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You put it that way. Many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. That makes school events like the festival that much more. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Dude, it's so hard trying to do individual voices for all of them. Oh, I just checked my screen and you cannot properly see all of them. Let me fix that real quick for you guys. I did not realize that you guys couldn't properly see the whole screen. I'm so sorry. Okay, that should be a lot better. I'm so sorry, you guys. I didn't realize that you couldn't see everybody. Or the text. Okay, that looks a lot better. Okay, we should be good now. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Leo, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Oh, I didn't mean to. Whoops. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, you know, I like a lot of things.
Oh, baby girl Yuri, never change.
Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ah, I've read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For some reason, someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's alright. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? Oh my god, my voice cracked so bad. Gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Say it out loud. Give it back.
Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sari slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Well, why did I say it like that? Everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Leo? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I've lost my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought...
Leo?
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. Me too, MC. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend time every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yay! I'm so happy! Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down.
Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Leo, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Leo! Since we're done here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for the clubs. Sure. Might as well. Hey! I love Sayori. She's my favorite. With that, the two of us depart from the club room and make our way home. Whole day, my mind... Whoa. Day? Jesus. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Yo! Dude, I'm having such a fun time, actually. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most! Like, can you... Okay, I think the full paper is visible. Wait, can I just scoot it over a little? No, that's gonna mess up the layout of everyone. I'm just not gonna mess with it until I see the girls again, like, all in all. Okay. Contamination. Romance, sure.
Oh yay, she did a happy jump.
Comfort.
Yeah.
Flower.
Oh, not to Sayori gets so happy.
Peaceful. Yeah, I'm getting all the things that Sayori likes.
Doki Doki.
Passion. Determination.
Oh, I got one for Yuri.
Sugar.
Oh, Natsuki.
Clumsy.
Yeah. Together. Green.
Oh, really?
Bouncy.
Okay.
Silly. Valentine.
Oh, okay.
Peace.
Really?
Awesome.
Holiday. Okay. Strawberry.
Happiness.
Childhood. I think we got a lot of Sayori points.
Hi again, Leo. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Leo. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or whatever. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Leo always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is always so messy, it's distracting. And you almost always set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come?
You and Leo...
Whoa, I'm messing up these voices so bad, I'm sorry guys.
How come? You and Leo can become good friends too.
Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori?
Me?
Not really?
Shy.
It's really nothing.
Oh, what is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Syria and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging. Is it Natsuki or Natsuki? I'm saying Natsuki. Actually, I might flip between the two. I don't know. Okay. Let me open up OBS again and just like adjust that. Okay, that should work. I'm hoping that looks okay. Hi. Man, it looks like nobody wants to be bothered today. Slump down into the nearest desk. Oh, Jesus, I'm like having a stroke today. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literaturely related by myself like this? Read a book, dog. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. Read a book. You're in a book club. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem, though.
What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, no one will come in the first place if it's a literature event. It's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative... And after they come, we can do the speak to... Bleh.
Whoa! I know how to read. Okay, I'm realizing now that my model is actually in the way. So I'm gonna scoot myself more into the corner. To the time-out corner with I. That. Okay, can I remember how to read?
And after they come, we can do the...
Oh my god!
And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sarah is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Oh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could...
Cakes!
Aha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why you suggested it?
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies is the unexpected reason I admire her. Like me, who has had trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you?
Now that you're
In a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that whoa. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
That's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you?
You look out for me better than you look out for yourself.
You're still oversleeping. Oh, whoa. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Fine. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Eh?
Sayori glances around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all over. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Oh, that's so sweet. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on her collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my fingers.
You noticed that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Whoa! That's so rude! I wouldn't say that to her. I think it looks intentional and looks cute. Leave my girl Sayori alone, MC. Not cool. I love her.
Eh? Super mean.
It is. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the top to the bottom. Is it gonna change the art? Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
Aw. This is so funny.
Oh, what is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
Girly! Don't say that out loud. Exactly. Love you, girl. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, does it feel strange to see Sarah's blazer buttoned up like that?
It's so stuffy.
Ugh. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Oh my god. Girl! You know what? Actually, me too. I would do that too. I can't even lie.
Phew. So much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So, if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic's that? Why are you saying it like it's a good thing?
'Cause if I had a boyfriend, he wouldn't let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So, that's why I'm keeping a button.
Sorry, I got really close to my mic for a second there by accident. Like I accidentally nudged it. Stop saying all these things. No. Whoa. Holy mac and cheese, I promise you I can read. But stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little bit earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine, fine. I am simultaneously both of them at the same time. I go to bed really late and I oversleep. They may or may not be correlated things, but oh well, we move on. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So, maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Aw, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Leo, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to receive her poem. By the way, did you... Whoa. Whoa. Did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find that much inspiration since I've never done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose-leaf torn paper from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in her composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I'd do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? My girl Sayori! I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all.
My goodness. So good, Leo. What? I had no idea you're such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's? Are you sure you don't just like it because I wrote it?
Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Leo poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can read your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Oh, I love her! I love her so much. I want to, like, reach through the screen and, like, give her a little forehead kiss. She deserves it. She's best girl. Also, I do know how this game ends, and I'm choosing not to bring it up. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy that you... whoa. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of a club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet. Well, hiccups. But that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Leo. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying to do things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori's... Hold up. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Well, you'll read my poem too, right? Right? I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Give me the paper.
Dear Sunshine, the way you call down through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Sayori? This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or however I should put it. It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. My voice hurts so bad from doing all these voices. I think I'm gonna talk to Yuri and then I'm gonna end it here for now because this video is already 40 minutes long. Holy crap. Yuri, let's talk to her and then we'll save and we'll be done for the day. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, and enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it through it.
So it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? No. Oh my god, my voice cracked.
Right, it's just that there are a few specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work. But getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. Oh my god. I'm not sure if Natsuki... Whoa, Natsuki. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I would love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghosts under the light. Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. I think it must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. What does that say?
I can't read cursive. I'm sorry.
Calm. Breathing air of the present, the living, the past. Light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry. I must have such terrible handwriting.
What?
I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read.
I'm so sorry, girl. I'm so sorry. I'm just stupid and I can't read cursive.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's really pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
No, not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Uh-huh, I think. Actually, the story...
Oh, no, it's supposed to be...
Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Leah.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is being only symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her past and lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. Oh, I didn't mean to skip that. Oops.
It's nothing, really.
Well,
it makes me
Holy voice crack.
Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Who should I show my poem to next? Nobody, because we're gonna save. We're gonna save. I just saved. I don't need to worry about unsaved progress. Okay. So, for today, this is gonna be it. Because this video is already almost an hour long. It's about 48 minutes at this point. So, I think we're gonna stop for today. Because this is a very long game. We barely scratched the surface, and I'm not going to one-shot it in one sitting. Because that's insane. So, yeah. Let me put my little dude back in the original spot. I want to get a few more videos out with this model before I start changing it up, because, you know, it, feels wrong to have this be, like, debut it for the first time, and then the next video, it's been completely changed. So, I'm gonna try to get out a few more videos with this guy, and then eventually we're gonna change him up. I don't know if I'm gonna do that on stream or on a video, but yo! We'll figure it out. Yeah. So, yeah, we got this. But, thank you all for stopping in. Thank you all for tuning in, but I'm gonna tune out. Thank you for stopping by the garden. I love you all. Kisses, kisses. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, or evening. And, yeah, that's about it. See ya! Bye! Whoa, why my voice sound so weird when I did that? Bye-bye!